guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here with a few bits from my, they're predominantly from my Perfect Pocket kits. There are one or two bits, I think, from my Fun Photos kits. There's one or two bits from my, you know, London collection of background papers. But they are predominantly from my Perfect Pocket kits. And I thought, let's decorate some of our mass-made items. So I've got here just a few different mass-made items that we've made over the past, you know, few months. And, you know, if you watch my mass making, you'll know that I don't generally decorate. I kind of generally leave them so that I can decorate them later. So, you know, I thought, let's come along and just decorate some of these. I mean, as you can see, I've already kind of like laid this out. Doesn't that just look gorgeous? So this is some of my little damask papers, this one, from the Rich Damask. On the inside, this is from my Great Expectations papers. So we've got the kind of lovely browns and the rich colours. And then we've got this one here from one of my Perfect Pocket kits. And I'm so sorry, I can't remember which one it is, but I've got 8 different kits. So if you wanted to check them out, there's 8 of them. And I thought that just looks so gorgeous on there, doesn't it? So I'm going to put these to one side and then we can kind of pull them in one at a time. I do have some label pieces and things like that. So we might incorporate a label here as well. So let me just cut this one down. Oh no, my glasses are in my handbag, which is to the side of me. So I might have to reach down and get my glasses in a minute, because I might find that I'm struggling to actually see what I'm doing. Or I will blindly carry on, blindly being the operative word. And then I will look back at this and think, oh my goodness, what was I thinking? Why did I not get my glasses? So yes, one or the other of those things are likely to happen. Right, let's just ink this up. So I'm going to keep this one lovely and brown. You know, I love the kind of rich brown colours. I mean, I do have some pretty flowers here, which kind of, you know, tempting to bring them in. Oh, now I'm like, oh, should I bring them in? I mean, I wanted to keep it just very neutral, but oh, now I've put that there. I'm like, oh, I'm loving that. Oh, do you know, I might have to come back and do one that's a coloured version, but I want to keep this very brown, I think. So yeah, my original plan was keep it neutral. So I must try and be good and keep it neutral. Honestly, it's so difficult because I'm such a fan of colour that, you know, as soon as I put the colour down, I'm like, oh, the colour looks brilliant. And, you know, of course, then I'm wanting to use colour. But yeah, let's go with my initial thoughts, which were keep this neutral. So I'm just going to go down the edge of here with my Fabri-Tac and put this pretty lace on here. Okay. So I hope everyone's having a good day. Maybe you are doing some crafting. I hope you're having a nice time. You know, do share below what you're working on. And I say this all the time, but honestly, it's very helpful, you know, for anybody who's kind of just lacking a bit of kind of inspiration or creative, you know, ideas. If we just share what we're working on, I think it can just spur ideas, you know, for anyone who's perhaps struggling to come up with what they fancy doing. So yeah, please don't, you know, don't be shy. Just share what you're up to. Oh my goodness. I mean, how gorgeous does that look? And, you know, that's literally, you know, 3 things that I've put on there. Well, I've not put them on there yet, but yeah, it's 3 things. You know, we've not kind of delved into, you know, multiple stuff or anything. This is a label. This label is actually from the Perfect Pockets kit 8. I know that because I just that second cut that one out. This one, I'm so sorry, I can't remember which one this is from. And I'm so sorry if you can hear my smoke alarm, you know, bleeping in the background. Honestly, this probably is going to be a very old video by the time this goes up. So I have done a couple of videos with it bleeping. But yeah, they probably won't be next to each other, if you see what I mean. So it's not that it's re-bleeping. It's just that my videos don't go up in order. But yeah, I need to change the batteries in it, I think. I had tried to change the batteries, then discovered it was, you know, wired in. And now I've since discovered that actually, although they're wired in, they have a battery as well. So kind of back to square one of it needs a battery. However, I need to now Google where is the battery located, because who knows, when it's wired in, where's the battery? I don't know. So yes, I'm kind of back to square one of having to look and find things out. But anyway, I will do that. So I've got another label here, so I might just put this label on the inside. Like that. Yeah, maybe like that. And just see if we want anything else. Got like a whole bunch of different kind of brown things here. I mean, it's, yeah, not quite the same as the front, but let me just ink it up and see. It might be too big, this one, to go on here, but we'll just see. Let me just have a sip of my tea. Oh, yummy. The tea's always good to, you know, get your creativity going, I find. So this is one of those hinged pockets. So this would glue down on the page on these three sides. So you'd have a top loading pocket. This would hinge out and you've got a pocket here. So just wondering actually whether we could have a little bit of lace at the bottom. Oh my goodness, how pretty does that look? Yeah, I love that. Right, so just pop the lace down here. Oh, it's so cold today. I mean, it's such a gorgeous day, I have to say. Really sunny and beautiful and, you know, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous day. But oh my goodness, is it cold or what? So, and again, I'm just going to put this out there. I am filming ahead. So if, you know, when this goes up, it's beautiful and it's summer and all the rest of it. Honestly, I'm filming this during the winter. So, yeah, it's so cold today. But it is one of those cold, crisp, you know, gorgeous winter's days. So, I mean, I can't complain at the look of it, but oh my goodness, the house is freezing like an icebox. So, yes, I'm not enjoying it from, no, from a freezing point of view. It's like not very enjoyable at all. Right, now I have got this, oops, this bow. This is just one of those beautiful bows that we made in the mass making session. Just, you know, tiny size, but oh my goodness, how gorgeous does that look? I love it actually everywhere. Do I want it there or there? Could have it here. I mean, it looks good everywhere, to be honest, but yeah, I'm going to put it up the top, I think. So not the top, but you know, here by this label. Oh, that's so scrumptious, isn't it? What a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. So it came together in like five minutes, didn't it? So yeah, absolutely brilliant. Lovely when you can just pull in, you know, random things to use to decorate stuff, because it just makes, you know, bringing things together so quick and so easy. So I'm just going to pull in a couple of other bits. So we've got these ones. Now I'm just having a look to see. I've got one of those mason jars that we made. So let's just have a look. Now, when I do the mason jars, I always feel, you know, that I want to kind of put like a conventional label shaped piece on. You know, I don't know why. I can't just be a bit more adventurous than that. But yeah, I feel like I always want to go with, you know, a label shaped piece. Oh, that's quite nice actually on there, isn't it? Right, let me just have a sip of my tea. Okay, right. Let me move these ones out of the way. And I've also got a little banner here. So we could also have... Because sometimes, you know, like on jars, you have like a sort of main label, don't you? And then you have like another little label. So I'm thinking, you know, have like a top label as well, which I think is really cute. Now, just wondering whether we could have a butterfly in there. Let me just put this across the top. For some reason, this is not really resembling a mason jar, and I don't know what that's about. Don't know whether I made this a bit of a weird shape. What have I done with this? Don't know why this is not working. This might be that one that I did that strange shape down here, you know. Yeah, I'm actually thinking this is that one that I did that weird thing at the bottom, and I'm not loving the bottom of that. I can't actually see any other. I've got like a bunch of mass-made things beside me. So I'm just having a look to see if I can find another mason jar to compare it with, because I can't really remember. Oh, well, that's weird, isn't it? I wonder why that's not really looking very mason jar-ish. I've no idea. Oh, here we go. I don't know. I wonder if it's that the lid is not big enough, you know, not deep enough. Don't know, but I'm actually tempted to just cut this off and have it as just a conventional pocket, because I'm not happy with that shape. You know, not happy with that shape of, you know, what would be the lid. I don't know quite what I've done there to muck that up. That's really weird, isn't it? I don't know. So I'm going to cut that off. So, I mean, again, this is kind of demonstrating that, you know, if you're not happy with things, you can always kind of like adapt them so that you can then use them. So don't ever just be kind of like, you know, deterred and think, oh no, that's, you know, that's fit for the bin. Because the chances are you can, you know, you can adapt things and pull them around. Oh my goodness, doesn't that just look like a file folder, Dewberry? I love that. Oh, I might have that on the side of that pocket. I love how that looks. Wasn't that weird? You know, so just goes to show, you know, sometimes when you're not planning things, you can just get these unexpected things happen, can't you? So let's just ink this up around here. Okay, like that. Oh my goodness, that was such a weird fluke. Right, so in here I'm thinking maybe put this, and then I think what I'm going to do is kind of have a lot of, you know, what do you call them? Now that looks a little bit like a mug of coffee for some reason to me. Yep, I don't know whether it's taken on a mug of coffee appearance to you guys or whether it's just to me, but weird. I wonder if I could have that on there. I mean, that's really strange, isn't it, to just put it back on there now as a tab, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm just experimenting here at the moment. Hold on. Right, let's just have a look. I'm thinking have this across here. Probably this go over there. Oh, I mean, that's quite pretty, isn't it? You know, just like that. Oh, that's a very pretty pocket. Now, what do we think to that file tab thing at the side? Do we think that looks good, or is it just like really odd? Well, I do love this at the back, so I'm going to put this one down. So let's just use the Fabri-Tac and put this down. To be honest, I could even put this down as a top-loading pocket. So let's do that. Obviously, it's, you know, it's only going to be suitable for small things. That's fine. Oops. So like that. Okie dokie. Okay. Like that. Okay, and then just a bit of lace here. Now I'm just going to cut this down, and then I'm going to cut that scalloped edge off. Okay. So which do you prefer, everybody? Do you prefer, you know, neutrals or colours? I mean, I'm always really drawn to colour, you know, but I know that, you know, colour, obviously, it's not everybody's thing, is it? So, yeah, let me know below. Do you prefer the colours or do you prefer the neutrals? Like, you know, when we had that pocket just now, did you like it best when I had it, you know, or just left it neutral as we did leave it with the browns? Or did you like it best when I added the colour, you know, the rose on it? Which would you feel more kind of compelled to do yourself? Would you prefer the coloured version or the plainer version? I mean, to be honest, I'm kind of drawn to both. I've got to be truthful. You know, I love colour. I love neutrals when other people do neutrals. I have to say, I probably struggle to do neutrals myself. I struggle to keep them neutral. Now, I'm just wondering whether I should square that off. Well, I quite like it like that, I think. Do we like it with the file folder tab, or is that weird? Or should we perhaps just cut it down? So I'm just going to cut it here. And then I'm just going to try and cut this end in. Like that. Just because I thought, well, actually, maybe that's a bit too huge. So I'm just going to do this with the other side so that hopefully I've got then 2 tabs that I can use then on other things. So like that. Okay. Right. Oh, yeah. They're cute, aren't they? They are very, very cute. Right. Now, back to questions. Do we prefer the small one or do we prefer the big one? I think maybe the small one, actually. Strangely enough. Yeah. Do we like it at the top or do we like it at the bottom? I'm so sorry. I'm obviously feeling very, very indecisive today. Don't know what that's about, but yeah, I like it with the rosebud. So let's just pop this down, and I'm just going to actually, I've glued that top bit. Did not need to glue that, so just kind of wipe that off a bit. Yeah, that was kind of a mistake, really, but just pop that down there. Oh my goodness, look at what I've done now. Just cut that out. Right, okay. Yep, get rid of that. Okay, oh my goodness me, what's going on here? Let me get rid of this bit of glue because it's a bit thick. Okay. Right, and then I love the butterfly on there, so just going to put the butterfly kind of like a big blob of glue there in the middle. So it has got flapping wings, but it's got also a big, you know, a big portion that's glued down. It's not kind of just a skinny little bit in the middle. It's quite a big part that's now glued down. So yeah, and I love that rose on there. It's very, very pretty, isn't it? So yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness, how sweet does that look? It's really gorgeous, isn't it? Now, just going to see whether I want to have a bit of bling. Move my teacup out the way so I've got a bit more room here to move. Oh, I can't believe how chilly it is. Oh, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. But having said that, I mean, I am looking outside and it's beautiful and bright. So, yeah, I can't really complain too much, you know, because it is bright and sunny. Even if it is freezing in the house. All right. So, yeah, I think we'll have the bling here. Okay. Yep. Okay, right. There we go. Oh, that looks pretty, doesn't it? Yeah, love that. Right, okay. Right, that took a long time to do. Well, actually, I don't think it did really take a long time. It was like 10 minutes. I mean, it's hardly a long time, is it, in the scheme of things? But it felt like a long time because the other one just came together so quickly. Right, okay, let's have a look. So now I've got this one. Now, just going through again the little bits and bobs that I've got here from the Perfect Pocket kits. So this is some paper from my Autumn Blush papers. So yeah, let's just see what we've got here that might look good on this. I mean, she looks quite good on this. Or we've got this one. Now this is more green really, but what do we think? Let me just ink this up. It is a bit too green, which is annoying. That's too big. Oh, that's quite nice on there, isn't it? Try it up this way. So this is one of those pocket there and a pocket there. It is a little bit big, unfortunately. Although, to be honest, I mean, we could have it like that. It doesn't really matter, does it? If it overlaps, it would just mean that, you know, you'd be popping things in here. Like, you know, you'd have a kind of... Which, to be honest, I mean, I don't really mind that. What do you think? I think it's okay. Okay, let's pop that lace down there. I don't know really whether we're seeing much of that lace there. I'm just going to cut that scalloped edge right off of that lace, to be honest, because, you know, wherever I use it, the chances are I probably don't really want the scalloped edge on there anyway, so just chop that down. Okay. Right. So like that. Oh, I mean, that's quite pretty, isn't it? Yeah, I love that. Let's just see if we could have maybe a rose on there as well. I mean, it's weird perhaps having the blue. I don't know. Oh, just tough decision here. Now I'm thinking actually kind of like a blue something down here would be quite good. I don't know whether I'm going to have anything blue that I can add there. Oh, it's a shame that in my little bows I haven't got like a pale blue one, because that would have just tied it in, you know, really well, wouldn't it? Yeah, I haven't really. What a shame. Got like an ivory coloured one. And that's quite nice, isn't it? As I have like the flower up there, kind of more balancing the pink rather than trying to balance the blue. What about that? I mean, I could even cover this, to be honest. Yeah, I could cover that. So it's all brown then. Weirdly, yeah, I might have to do that. So getting rid of the blue. So because this is that autumn blush paper, but I feel like the blue's going to make it a bit more unusable. Now what I've done, this had been glued down, so I've just unpeeled it slightly, or, you know, peeled it up slightly, so that this can be glued down in here. Okay, so that I can kind of cover it completely. Otherwise, I just had it where it was glued down, it would only kind of butt up to that edge. So I've peeled it up. And again, you know, this is just demonstrating, I suppose, you know, how you can take your mass-made items, and if they're not decorated, you can then kind of like, you know, incorporate them colour-wise with whatever it is you're doing by just, you know, tweaking them and kind of like, you know, fitting a different paper over it, if you see what I mean. So like that, and then I would just trim around the edge like this. So trim that down like that. Okay. Oops. Like that. Okay. Oops. Right. And then I need to just glue this back down now. So where I peeled it up needs to be glued back down. But just before I do that, I'm just going to check that I don't want to have the rose or anything kind of tucked under there. So I'm going to have that like that. You know, I could now have kind of the rose, you know, even tucked in. Although now I've done that, that just looks really peculiar. So yeah, definitely don't want to do that. But I just thought it was worth checking. So a bit of glue down there where I've peeled it up. And then just, you know, re-stick it back down. And, you know, that's why, like I say, you know, when we do the mass making, I often say, oh, I'm not going to decorate them. Because then when I come to use them, I can then decorate them to match a project. So, you know, for instance, this, I just felt like having the pink and the beige and the blue, you know, would make this slightly more tricky because, you know, I probably wouldn't have a project that's got all of those colours. But by covering up the blue has just made this slightly more accessible to, you know, a wider variety of projects. So, oops, and it was, you know, very easy to just peel it up and, you know, re-stick it down, if you see what I mean. So, you know, really worth just, you know, having that kind of up your sleeve that you can kind of do things like that. So like that, and then I think I was quite liking this little bow up there. So what I'm going to do here is a bit like we've done in the past, where I'm going to put my card here, which is like basically along my, you know, my directional line, so that I know I'm not gluing over this portion. I'm just gluing here. So I'm just going to take my hot glue like that. Okay, so I've gone quite close to that line, but not too close. And then I can then glue that down like that. And that way I've ensured that I've not glued, you know, where this tuck is, if you see what I mean. So just a little trick there, you know, for how to kind of glue things down and make sure you've missed the bits that you don't want glued, if that makes sense. So just going to have this little rosebud here, just poking out there, I think. So yep. Oh, I'm so chilly. Oh, I'm so sorry to keep on saying it, but honestly, it's really cold. And it's so distracting when it's cold, honestly. Right, like that. And then, yeah, put my bow down here, or we could have it even on there. That's quite pretty. I was originally thinking up here on the corner. I mean, I do still quite like it there, to be honest. Right, I'm just going to ink this around on the sides. Like that, okay. Oh, I mean, how pretty does that look? Love it. Right. Oh, I can't really see which is the right way and the wrong way of this bow, but never mind. Okay, so these are just those little bows that we mass made. There we go. Pop that up there. Oh, how gorgeous does that look? I love it. And then I might just round this corner, just so it's got a slightly different kind of look. So maybe just the one corner. Oops. Like that. You know, I don't feel like it needs all the corners rounded, but just that one, it's kind of like changed the appearance, hasn't it, of that pocket slightly. So I love how that's turned out. Really, really pretty. Okay, right, one more I think we've got time for. So I've got this tall pocket now. Just going to trim it down slightly because it's got a bit of a sort of overlap there. You know, where the paper was kind of not stuck quite down in a level way. Right, okay. Oh my goodness. I mean, straight away, loving the look of that. Really nice with the green, isn't it? So yeah, we could definitely have that. I've got some pinky coloured flowers, which would look gorgeous on here. Oh my goodness. Really just, yeah, love how this looks already. And then from my Perfect Pockets, this is Perfect Pockets set 8. I do know that. and I've got some green butterflies on this one. Actually, I have also got these other roses, which, let's just take this one. Oh gosh, why haven't I got my glasses on? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, it will be, yeah, one of those things that, you know, like when the video stops and then, you know, later I've put my glasses on and I'll look at these bits and think, oh my goodness, what was I thinking? Because they'll have all wonky bits and white bits showing, and oh, they probably won't be looking very good. Honestly, and my glasses, they're just literally like, well, not on the floor, they're in my handbag, but my handbag's on the floor here to the side of my desk. So, I mean, it wouldn't really be the end of the world to lean down and get them, but yeah, just being lazy, really. So I'm thinking that, let's take this pretty green butterfly. Okay. Like that. Okay. Now, do we want this up here? So these papers, I think these are from my set called Edwardian Supper, and yeah, it's one of my older sets, but aren't they really pretty? I've forgotten, you know, how pretty that they were actually. They're just very, very lovely, aren't they? So yeah, quite like them. Now, I've just got a couple of little bits of lace, so I'm just wondering whether I could incorporate some lace. You know, these are just little scraps, little odds and pieces that are left over from other things. So I love it when I can just pull in, you know, pull in leftovers. That's really nice to be able to just use leftover bits, isn't it? We've got this piece that we cut off, which we could have here like a little file folder tab. That's rather cute, isn't it? Yeah, quite like that. And then would we want some bling on here? Everything's better with bling, isn't it? Yeah, something like that. So, right, I'm going to start by just gluing this lace piece down. Okay, so that's just going to go across here like that. Okay, right. Love this on this side, I must say, very, very pretty. So, yeah, let's have that there. It's, again, something else that just changes the appearance of this a little bit, doesn't it? It's, you know, just, yeah, altering the look of it and making it a bit more kind of interesting and different, you know, to whenever I've done these pockets before. You know, I haven't ever put like a file folder bit on, but actually it looks really good on there, doesn't it? And then I'm thinking maybe around this pocket, not pocket, this edge. Should we do this edge as well? Okay, and then this one. Don't really need to do that other one because of course that lace is kind of, you know, covered up that edge anyway, so of course my punch would struggle to get through there now with the lace on there, but yeah, so just ink around here like that. Okay, oops. Right, so love how this green looks on there. That's really pretty, isn't it? Absolutely love it. And then, yeah, okay, so a couple of these roses. Just kind of clustered up, so it's making it a bit more of a kind of feature, I think. And then up here. Now, I had put this up here. I don't know whether it's blending in a bit much, and we might prefer it down there. And then the butterfly maybe up here. Although the butterfly then also is a bit lost up there. Maybe something like that. Oh, I've got those banner pieces. I feel like things aren't really showing up that much up there, to be honest, which is a shame. Let me just ink this up. Okay. I mean, that's quite pretty, isn't it? So I'm just going to put them down like this. So take this one first. Okay. Okie dokie. This one here. Like that. Okay, very pretty. Oh, this looks gorgeous, doesn't it? I love the pinks and the greens together. They're very, very, very pretty, aren't they? Yeah, really, really love how they look. So, yeah, let's put this one down. And then I probably will put that red one down with some hot glue, just because it's gluing on over the top of this one. So I might just put it with the hot glue, and then it's going to kind of have a slightly raised effect, which is quite nice. So like that. Okay. And then let's just take this bling. Do we want to have bling up there? I mean, I always love a bit of bling. I'm just going to put this one down again with the hot glue, just so it's a little bit raised as well. So like that. Okay, right, is everything glued on there? No, not quite. Not quite. So we've got the butterfly then. Don't even know if I want the butterfly actually now. I mean, I could have it up there. I feel like it's a little bit lost, if I'm truthful. Could have it there. Yeah, maybe we'll have it there. I don't know. Look through the camera. Sometimes things look really different when you look down, you know, through like the camera rather than, you know, sort of sideways on. Well, not sideways on, but, you know, where you're kind of crafting. If you stand up and kind of look down, it can look really quite different to where you're, you know, looking at this direction. Okay. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous does that look? So you've got a side pocket here. Oh gosh, look what I've done. Oh no, it's okay. I thought I'd glued this down. I thought, oh no, I put glue all over it and I've glued it onto here. No, I hadn't, luckily. Oh, right, so we have a pocket here and a pocket here, and then I would glue it down probably on 3 sides, and it would be like a side loading pocket there. So yeah, really, really pretty. So let's see the pieces that we've done. So we've not done too badly, to be fair. I mean, because we've not been, you know, working for very long, and we've done 4 pieces. So, you know, that's pretty good. That's, you know, 4 pieces to go in a journal. I'm not saying they would all go in the same journal, but these 3 definitely, they feel like they could. And this one maybe in a sort of more brownie coloured journal. But yeah, I hope that you like them. And yep, maybe we'll come back and do some more, you know, ephemera pieces, just kind of decorating up some of our mass made bits. So I hope you like them and hope you feel inspired. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, Anne. Bye.